In a world where we are constantly connected through messages, calls, and social media, have you ever stopped to think about how communication actually works? How did we evolve from simple gesture and cave painting to instant digital conversation? And when we send a message, is it always understood exactly the way we intend? Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to explore the wonderful journey of the evolution of communication and break down one of the most important communication model, the Shannon Weaver model, in a simple and easy to understand way. So, let's dive in. Communication means sharing ideas, thought or information. Let's see how it changed over time. First, primitive communication. In early times, humans did not have language. They used signs, hands, movement and drawing on wall. For example, drawing animal to show hunting. Second, oral communication. Then people started speaking. Language was developed. For example, telling stories or giving instruction by speaking. Third, written communication. People started writing message using letters and symbols, for example, writing books or letters. Fourth, printing communication. Printing press made books and newspaper available to many people, for example, newspaper and magazines. Fifth, electronic communication, also known as broadcasting communication. Technology like radio and TV started, for example, news on televisions. Sixth, digital communication. Today we use mobile phones, internet and social media. For example, WhatsApp, Instagram, emails. Communication is now fast, but problem like misunderstanding also happens. So now the question is, how does communication actually happen? Let's understand this with a simple model, Shannon Weaver model. This model was developed in 1949 by Claude Shannon and Warren Weaver. It is also known as the transmission model of communication because it shows how a message is sent from one person to another. In this model, communication is not just speaking or sending a message. It is a process with different elements working step by step. So first, let's see what are the main elements in this model. Then we will understand each one in detail. This model has the following elements. First, sender. Second, encoding. Third, channel. Fourth, noise. Fifth, receiver. Sixth, decoding. Seventh, destination. Eighth, feedback. Now let's understand each element one by one in very simple way. Sender. Sender is the person who starts the communication. The sender has an idea or message in their mind that they want to share. Second, encoding. Encoding means converting that idea into words, symbol or any form of message. Without encoding, the message cannot be sent. Third, channel. Channel is the medium through which the message travels. It can be anything like a mobile phone, call, email or face-to-face communication. Then, noise. Very important. Noise means any disturbance or problem that affect the message. Because of noise, the message can be misunderstood. There are different types of noise. First, physical noise like network issue. Second, psychological noise like stress or lack of attention. Third, semantic noise, wrong meaning of words. Fifth, receiver. The receiver is the person who gets the message. Sixth, decoding. Decoding means understanding the message. The receiver reads or listens and tries to understand what the sender said. Seventh, destination. Destination is a final meaning that is formed in the receiver's mind. And remember, this meaning may or may not be the same as the original message. 8. Feedback. Later on in this model, feedback has added. Feedback is the response given by the receiver. It shows whether the message was understood correctly or not. Now, let's understand this model with one simple example. Suppose you call your friend and say, Meet me at 5 pm near the college gate. You made the call and spoke the message. So you are the sender. You had the idea in your mind and you spoke it in words. So that is encoding. You used a phone call or WhatsApp call. So that is the channel. Now suppose there is a network issue or poor internet connection. Your voice breaks and 5 pm sounds like 9 pm. This problem is called noise. Your friend hears your voice, so your friend is a receiver. Your friend listens and tries to understand what you said. This is called decoding. Because of the network issue, your friend understands the time as 9 pm instead of 5 pm. This final understanding is called destination. So, you said 5 pm but your friend understood 9 pm. This difference happens because of noise in the communication process. Then your friend says on the call, "Okay, I will come at 9 pm. This reply is called feedback. Now you realize that there was a misunderstanding and you correct it. This example clearly shows that communication is not just sending a message but making sure the message is understood correctly. Why is the Shannon Weaver model important? First, it helps in clear communication. Second, identifies barrier like noise. Third, widely used in media and advertising. Fourth, improve message effectiveness. In today's digital world, understanding this model is more relevant than ever. So, today we explore the evolution of communication and understood how the Shannon Weaver model explains the flow of message. Next time you communicate, think about how your message is being sent and how it might be received. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.